Hello and welcome to this B1 Intermediate lesson 56. This is in fact the final lesson in the B1 series. After this lesson, you are officially ready to move on to B2 series. Congratulations. But first today, we'll be looking at will and would. In order to do that, I just want us to think about some possibilities. So here we go. Which of these things do you think are possible? The Earth will become too crowded and polluted for us all to live on. Human beings will start a new society in space. People will decide to live on the moon rather than on Earth. I asked those things because I was reading an article about just this topic in an online newspaper, and here is a clip from what I was reading. I'm going to read it to you. Listen and follow. Humans could be living on the moon in just 20 years, says scientist James Davies of the United Space Agency. Soon, scientists will be able to build somewhere for visiting astronauts to live. Mr. Davies says governments as well as scientists have to make it possible to live on the moon. Okay, interesting idea. Here I've got the opinions of three people on that topic. We've got Nathan from Australia, Amy from Berkshire, and Sinead from Ireland. I want you to read their comment, which I have covered some of the verbs, and I want you to complete their comment with the correct form of the verb. So, for example, here we've got if we, the verb is continue to pollute the earth, humanity. The verb is survive, maybe living in space is one answer. And I want you to do that for Nathan, Amy, and Sinead. If you need to, which is a good idea, pause the video, have a little think about those, and then restart when you're ready. Okay, let's have a look at Nathan. He says, if we continue to pollute the earth, humanity won't survive. Maybe living in space is one answer. If we continue to pollute the earth, humanity won't survive. Maybe living in space is one answer. What about Amy from Berkshire? I'd go there on holiday if I had the chance, but I don't think I'd live there. I'd miss all my friends on Earth too much. I'd go there on holiday if I had the chance, but I don't think I'd live there. I'd miss all my friends on Earth too much. And finally, what about Sinead from Ireland? If I got the chance, I'd go and live on Saturn because it's got rings round it and looks much nicer than the other planets. If I got the chance, I'd go and live on Saturn because it's got rings round it and it looks much nicer than the other planets. Okay, so let's have a look at this in a bit more detail. Will and would. So we use if, put the present, so this is with will, if and the present form of the verb. So if the weather stays, and then we use will or won't in the negative plus the infinitive without to. So if the weather stays good tomorrow, we'll go for a picnic, not will to go for a picnic. Or a negative example, if the weather stays good tomorrow, we won't stay at home, not we won't to stay at home. And a question form, if the weather stays good tomorrow, will you come swimming? Okay. But we use if and the present, and will and won't, and the infinitive without to talk about real possibilities in the future. So will or won't is real possibilities in the future. So if Ben phones, I'll tell him you want to see him. Ben phoning is a real possibility. We use if and the past form of the verb, if you remember from last lesson, plus would or wouldn't and the infinitive without to talk about imaginary situations, unlikely situations, things that we don't think will happen. So if I had more money, I'd buy a bigger house. This is something I don't think will happen, okay? So the choice of will or would sometimes depends on how you see the situation. Look at these examples. If I get a job as manager, we'll go out to celebrate. If I were manager, I'd make a lot of changes. In sentence A, if I get a job as manager, we'll go out to celebrate, where we've used will, the speaker thinks it's a real possibility that he'll get the job. In sentence B, if I were manager, I'd make a lot of changes. The speaker is imagining himself in the job. He doesn't think he'll get it. Okay, so now it's your turn. So we're going to practice with will or would, completing the sentences for you, making them true for you. Remember, we use will for a real possibility and we use would for an imaginary situation. So I want you to say your answers out loud. Don't just think it. I'll give you a few seconds for each one. And if you want to pause the video to prepare now, that's a good idea. So let's have a look at the first one. Number one, if I have time this weekend, So for this one, for me, having time this weekend is a real possibility. So I'm going to use will. If I have time this weekend, I will go to the cinema, or I will visit my friends, or I will relax. It's a real possibility. Let's have a look at number two. If I won a lot of money, This one is more likely imaginary. Okay, most people wouldn't think it's a real possibility, so you would definitely use would. If I won a lot of money, I would travel the world, or I would buy a big house, or I would stop working. Okay, what about number three? If the weather is good tomorrow, I suppose this one depends on where you live and what time of year. So if you're in England in November, chances are it won't be good weather. However, here we are in June. So if the weather is good tomorrow, that's a real possibility for me. So if the weather is good tomorrow, I will go for a walk. I'll go swimming. I'll have a picnic. It's a real possibility. What about number four? If I could live anywhere in the world, So for most people, this is going to be imaginary. This is going to be something that is not probable. So again, you would use would. For example, if I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in Australia, or I would live by the sea, or I would move to New York. Okay, I hope you got on all right. So here we go. I have a question for you. I have written the beginning of this sentence. If I had more time, I would. I want you to write one sentence in the comments. I want you to finish this phrase for me. What would you do if you had more time? Please don't forget to subscribe and show your support. It's really, really appreciated. And coming next, like I mentioned at the beginning of this lesson, you are now officially ready to move on to the B2 course. So congratulations, your next lesson is ready and waiting for you. It's B2 Lesson 1, questions and short answers. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.